Hello again. Now I'm going to show you how to make these beautiful stained glass candle votives. You do have to use just one of these little candles in it. Don't try putting real ones in because the heat will be too much for this artificial stained glass look. It will probably peel, it will probably melt, so don't do it. Use the little battery powered ones. I've done two different designs so you can see the kind of thing you can do, but ultimately you do whatever you want to do, what makes you happy. In the brown paper bag, you will have the plate to stand your bowl on. You will have your candle. You will have your glass bowl, which is actually a little bigger than the ones I used for demonstration purposes. And you'll have some toothpicks, so put those back in there. Got your candle. You have your lead lines. There's multiple lead lines on here that you're going to use to do this on the glass vase bowl. Put that in there. You'll have two random colors. Everybody's colors are going to be different. So there's two different colors in each package. And there is also a little tub with some liquid lead in it. I'm going to leave that liquid lead out for a minute. Okay, so what you're going to do, you decide, this is just an old vase just for demonstration purposes. So don't pay attention to this, because this is not going to be part of your design. Okay, so you have your bowl. What you need to do is wipe it down with alcohol first. If you haven't got rubbing alcohol, vodka will do, so, but you just need to make sure that you've got nothing greasy on there. Once that's dry, then you decide what you want to do for your design. And these lead strips, these are individual strips. You see they peel off just like this. So say you were going to do the up and down one like that. You lay it on the neck of the jar and you bring it down to the bottom. Okay. Now this one is exactly the right length. If it was too long, the best thing to use is an X-Acto knife, and you just push onto the lead line and it takes it off exactly where you want it. So if you're doing an intricate design where you have to do angled cuts, you just do, let's take another lead line here and say you wanted this one to come at an angle. So what you're going to do is lay it on there, bring it down to where it's going, and then right next to the line underneath, you're going to cut, and that will take that extra piece off, okay? So then you have a nice cut there. Try not to have to reposition these too often because they do lose their stickiness fairly quickly. Now, everywhere that you have a join, you're going to take some liquid lead and a toothpick, and you're just going to get a little dab of the liquid lead and just blob it on that join, okay? And that will seal it. So you do that. Then you're going to have to let that all dry. So if you've used liquid lead, you need to let it dry. And it probably is best to leave it for a few hours, or do this one day and do the painting the next day, because you want to make sure that's dry. Because if you start using your paint, you may draw the paint in to the, or the lead into the paint, and it look messy. Now this is your paint. Don't shake it because you don't want bubbles. These should already be open on the ends. What you do, you just take the paint and you just squeeze lightly, squeeze it onto the glass. And you would fill in the area that you're doing. So say this was a triangle here, we'll just go across here. Okay, so we'll fill this in. Get as close to the edge as you can. But then take a toothpick and push it into the corners and up to the edges. So just push it in there till it's all in, till you're happy with the result. You may look at it at this point and think, oh my gosh, it looks awful. But remember, this paint is going to dry like that. So you'll see through it. So this will just be like a tint to the glass. So once you've done that, do your design, do all your painting and such, then you'll leave this until probably take 24 hours. Leave it for 24 hours until it's completely dry. You'll know it's drying because as it dries, it'll start to get clear and you'll be able to see through it. And then when it's all done, and set it on its saucer, on its plate. Turn your little light on. And there you have it. The ribbon around the top, I didn't give everybody ribbon because everyone has different colors. So if you want to put ribbon, you'll have to get some to match the colors that you received in your bag. So I think it's very effective. Remember, you can't wash it because if you wash it, everything's going to come apart. So this is purely decorative. Don't put a real candle in it, just use a battery powered candle and enjoy your stained glass.